Hey everyone, we've got a beautiful night here in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. It's Wednesday, September 24th, 2025. The time is 7:35 p.m. Temperature is 81 Fahrenheit, 27 Celsius. We're right in the middle of the downtown core on Yuan Hui Street. If any of you saw my Saturday night video, this is where I finished up that video. They were having an iPhone 17 event in the middle of Yuan Hui Street. But it looks like they're already changing it up, and that was only a few days ago. Every time I come by here, there's always something new happening. They're always like disassembling stuff or putting things together, like a new stage, or I don't even know what this is. Vien Ban Smart Banking. They are putting up a new stage here. I wasn't joking. With how frequently they host events here, why not just leave a stage up here like 24/7? DC 322 said would wait for the iPhone 17 for a year or two. Yeah, if you wait for a year or two, there's going to be the next generation iPhone that's released, right? Actually, in general, it does make sense to get old technology if you want to save some money. Especially if it's been out for like 6 months to a year, then you'll get to really see people's real experiences with it, because they'll be using it for that time. And it's doesn't apply just to technology either. It works with clothing. You can buy last year's clothing brands or styles at a less expensive price compared to this year's fashion. It's actually a pretty elaborate looking stage. I don't know what they're putting up here. Kind of looks like Fashion Week in a bit. Yeah, Kyle, I'd definitely like to go back to Japan someday. Spending a few hours in Japan definitely was not was not enough for me to explore what I wanted to cover. No, Bao Job, I came from Korea at the beginning of August. I still have a good amount of Korea videos, so left to post. That's the Cafe Apartments building. I've actually dined at a few establishments inside this building, but it's known for being a former apartment building, and most of the apartments now have been converted to cafes and restaurants. There still are a few apartments in that building, but for the most part, they're cafes and restaurants. Some of them upscale restaurants too. Final lap is asking if I have other travel plans following Vietnam. Oh yes, I do. Wonder if I could focus the camera here to show you some of these advertisements. There we go. It's so bright. Looks like daytime here. Yes, adventure addicts. I have been living in Asia for a while now. I'm living in the moment and I'm enjoying it. That is the Bitsico Financial Tower. I did make a video going up in this building to the observation deck, but I actually had no idea that the observation deck isn't the highest floors of the building, like up there. I was actually like over here somewhere below the helipad. Oh, final lap, that's not a balcony, that's a helipad. I don't know if it's actually in use though. It would be kind of cool to see Saigon from a helicopter taking off from the Bitsico Financial Tower. Janice says it looks like a pencil. I think it looks more like a pencil sharpener. Yeah, it kind of resembles a pencil sharpener to me. Chez Segev, we're in District 1 on Yuanhui Street. Even though Ho Chi Minh City doesn't have a downtown per se, this is the closest thing to it. Most of the tourists stay here, and where most of the tourist attractions are. This is one of them, Yuanhui Street. And over here is the Bac Dang Pier. There's also a ferry terminal over there. You can take a boat and travel along the Saigon River. Something that I haven't done yet and I'd be interested in doing. Bowman wants me to go to the Metro Saigon. Yeah, we could give the Metro a visit. There's only one Metro line in Saigon, line number 1, but line number 2 is under construction. Kyle's asking if I like Ho Chi Minh City or Taipei better. Well, it's subjective. I like some things better in Taipei and I like some things better in Ho Chi Minh City. But overall, I like Ho Chi Minh City better. For one thing, it's much less expensive in Ho Chi Minh City than Taipei. In Taipei, I would easily have to pay at least 3 times more than what I'm paying right now for accommodation. Also, I'm finding that the average lunch with a drink around here is between like $2.50, this is US dollars, to $3 US. In Taipei, you would have to pay at least like 2.5 to 3 times more. So at least like $9, $10 for a good lunch with a drink. But price isn't the only factor. I'm just giving an example. I like the lights on this building. I think they label this as Times Square. With all the lights on it, it might as well be Times Square. The only thing is missing is like billboards on the exterior facade. John259 watched a Taiwan live stream and a lot of the buildings in the city looked very dirty. Is that real, or maybe it's something wrong with his camera setup? Well, you can refer to a lot of my content from Taiwan. I spent a lot of time in Taiwan, especially in Taipei, and from what I could tell you, it might not be that the buildings look dirty. I just think they're very old. And Taiwan in general isn't a very architecturally diverse place. You have a lot of buildings and structures that are made in the same design. So maybe in that way it may seem dirty. But with old buildings, you are going to have issues with like dirt and black mold things of that nature that needs to be maintained. I see it here too in Saigon. A lot of buildings are not maintained and they have mold growing on the outside. This is the photo op spot if you want to get a view of the cafe apartments. You stand over here and then you can look up. Beautiful, right? This building. What's going on with this gimbal? Why did it fall over like that? It's only been 20 minutes. I had that issue with the last live stream too, where it tilted down. This gimbal is still fairly new. Behind the scenes of the stage building. This is the nightlife sightseeing double-decker bus. Hey, there's a Thailand-based bank here. Nganhang Casacorn Bank. But this building has a lot of international finance companies as well, not just Casacorn. But look, you've got Chubb here, KPMG, Mizuho, UOB. And then I think at the top I saw Citibank all the way at the top. You have to like look at it from a distance to see the Citibank logo. Final lap asking if there's any places in the city you would recommend so far. I would definitely recommend a lot of things that are recommended in popular tourist guides, like right here, Renhui Street, Benton Market, the Saigon River. Checking out the metro as well, which is where I'm going to go. But there's a lot of other places you could look at too, like Independence Palace. But it also depends why you're coming for too. If you don't want to see tourist sites, there's other things you can discover. And there's a lot of fascinating things to see. Probably not McDonald's, but they're here too if you want to eat McDonald's. McDip, only 15,000. McDonald's is busy too. Not the #1 fast food chain anymore. That crown goes to Mi Xue from China. That's number one in terms of locations. Four-star hotel. Oh, Dwayne, I'm glad you enjoyed that video of my mom and dad walking over to Po China Thai and eating the early bird dinner there. I've eaten at that restaurant before. I might have even done a review of it on Action Kid Extra, but it's a pretty solid Thai restaurant in Astoria. Here's the lotus flower fountain. And then we have the Ho Chi Minh City Hall in the back. We gotta cross the street first. There are pedestrian lights in Saigon, especially here in the tourist area. Don't think that it's uncontrolled chaos. And even then, there's still ways to cross the street safely. Okay, here we are, looking back at Rinhui Street. Beautiful backdrop here, with the statue of the namesake of the city, Ho Chi Minh. From what I've noticed in Vietnam, the people here really respect Ho Chi Minh. They even refer to him by a nickname, Uncle Ho. And at the beginning of the month, they just celebrated their 80th anniversary of independence. And that's the city hall back there. I think out of anyone's face in Vietnam, you see Ho Chi Minh's face the most, because he's on every single denomination of the Vietnamese currency that there is. So we're about to go into the metro system. There's an entrance across the street. Yeah, John, I felt that way too. The e-bikes on the sidewalks are a big hazard. Here, crossing the road is hazardous. I'd rather take my chances here crossing the road rather than walking on the sidewalks in China. For me, I hated Shenzhen for that. Shenzhen was the worst offenders of people riding their e-bikes on the sidewalk. They're very silent, you can't tell they're there, and I'm always having to look behind me to see if there's anybody driving up because I didn't want to get hit. The Mandarin Oriental's under construction next to me. And the metro station entrance is right beyond this construction wall. The Ho Chi Minh City Opera House Station. This Opera House building is spectacular. Yes, Peter, you're allowed to visit the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum. But I just want to warn you that if you're going in there with a lot of camera equipment, they may not let you in. And the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum's in Hanoi, not in Ho Chi Minh City. But when I did my live stream there, I tried to go in and actually I'm not sure if it was a live stream or a video, but one of them, I tried to go in there and I turned my camera off and I put it away in my bag, and they said, no, you can't come in. I guess they thought I was suspicious with all the camera equipment that I had. Here we are, Nhà hát Thành phố Opera House metro station. It's a very nice metro system, by the way. Every station has platform swing doors. It's clean, and I find it's very orderly. Also, this metro station is connected to the Union Square shopping mall over here. There's a high-end shopping mall. You'll find Dior in there and Louis Vuitton. And I guess eventually they'll have some more variety and advertising along the walls here. There's even vending machines. How much is a water? Aquafina for 10,000 dong. That's actually not too bad. You can get Aquafina from a supermarket for like 7,000. That's a reference for you. Here you're paying like 7-Eleven, Circle K convenience store prices for the drinks. They even have classical music pumping through the speakers. I guess it's very So pretty simple to use one of these. Just select your destination station. Say you want to go to Taodien, just press it and press OK, and that's your fare. Let's change it to English because I think most of you can't read it. There we go. Oh, I guess there was a delay there. Okay. It tells you the fare, 7,000, deposit 15,000, and the ticket price is 22,000. And these are the only banknotes that it accepts, only from 1,000 to 100,000. If you watch my overview of the Vietnamese dong video, you'll understand why many places do not accept 500,000 or 200,000. The denomination is too large. Is a deposit refundable? I guess so. I haven't used this machine yet to pay for the metro. I've always just tapped my Visa card or used Apple Pay at the fare gate, and it works. So exit 1, 2, and 3 for the Benton Market. Or we can ride the metro one stop. We don't have to walk there. Why don't I show you? I'm going to use my Chase Sapphire Reserve. Oh. Oh, the other one. Okay. Thank you. Come on. That fare gate wasn't working for credit cards, and she had to tap it on a different one. We're going to take the subway one stop to Benton Station. Also, the whole metro is bilingual in Vietnamese and English. Also, important rules for the metro. No animals, no littering, no eating and drinking on the train. Also, no balloons too. They don't want balloons because they use overhead power. And those balloons can interfere with the operation of the trains. Here we go. The Benton for Benton. Only 1 minute. I'm the only one waiting for the train here. Things have changed with this metro too, I'll show you. once we board. Full length platform screen door, so nice. Got the route map there, plenty of seating. Also, you gotta be careful because these pull handles are kind of low. You can bop your head on one of these. Right here. You gotta do the ducking thing. And now they've actually labeled the priority seating. So that's good. A quick train ride, just one stop. They have a hammer and flashlight, fire extinguisher below the seat, just in case you want to become a firefighter, it's there. These pole handles are pretty strengthy too.
Chuyến tàu này sẽ kết thúc tại đây. Các cửa bên phải sẽ được mở. Cảm ơn quý khách đã đồng hành với chúng tôi. Vui lòng nhớ mang theo tất cả đồ đạc của quý khách. We will soon be stopping at Bangkok Terminal. This train terminates here. The doors on the right side will open. Thank you for traveling with us. Please remember to take all your belongings with you.
Also, they updated the announcements to not say transfers available to line 2, line 3A, and line 4. That was there for like a few months where they announced the transfers to other lines, but this is the only line that's functioning right now. I'm glad they did that because it's confusing. But it's good to know that it is working when they want to update it. And here's the largest station in the whole system, Dentan. They plan to make this like the hub. Like 4 lines are going to stop here in the future. How'd you like that metro ride? It was very quick, but we had internet service the whole way. Not even the New York City subway can provide that. You only have service at the platforms. Unless it's the Times Square Grand Central shuttle, that's the only one that has service between stations. I think they're rolling it out, but for now, that's the only one. Now, to get out is as simple as tapping your credit card that you used at the fare gate, and you'll get charged. Oh, I don't have to wait here. You can use one of these, the empty ones. Just go, boop. And that's it. I just paid for the metro. It was only a 6,000 Vietnam dong ride. It's 7,000, but paying with contactless payment, you get a 1,000 dong discount for all the stations. My credit card, Chase, charged me 23 cents. 23 cents for one stop. Besides being free, this is the cheapest public transportation that I've ever used. Actually, no. I think the Star Ferry in Hong Kong, I had an Amex promotion, made it practically like a penny or something like that. That might have been the cheapest, but besides that as well. Sebastian asked if they allow service dogs in the station. That's a good question. I'm not sure. You might have to ask the Metro for that. Lewis says you pay $2 one way in the US. It's $2.90 for the New York City subway, and it's going to be going up to over $3. No, I think it actually is going to $3 soon. I think in China, the least expensive metro ride is like 30 something cents. So this is even cheaper than China. I remember a good amount of my metro rides in China were about 40 cents or so. Lewis says $2.90 is a lot. Well, if you think that's a lot, you should look at the London Underground. That was the most expensive public transit that I've used. But even that, I was watching a video, is not the world's most expensive public transit. It's up there though. Here's the most famous landmark in Saigon, Thanh Market. Actually, if you thought paying for the metro here was very simple, a lot of the public buses now, they accept credit cards on board to pay the fare. So you just tap your credit card to the reader, or when the fare collector comes by, you just give them your credit card, they'll tap it or insert it into their handheld device and you'll get charged. Most of the time the fare is between 5,000 to 7,000 Vietnam dong, or about 20 cents to 26 cents. I think we have time to head through Thanh Market. All right, green pedestrian light, but WTF, people are still coming. People still turning at us. Even though it's green light doesn't mean you can just walk across without being careful, you know? It's a big mistake in Saigon. That's probably one of the worst things I wanted to do, or the things you're crossing the street and you got your head in your phone like this. Crap, I got a really important text message. And you're in the hospital. So be careful. Another thing with using your phone in Vietnam too, be very careful where you use it, because I don't know anybody who's had this happen to them, but I've read stories of people getting their phone snatched. They'll be using their phone like this, and then somebody on a motorbike or scooter just snatches the phone and drives off. You have motorbike thieves. And that doesn't go for just phones either, but small bags, purses, jewelry. Of course, it's a horrible thing to happen, but it happens so fast that sometimes you don't even realize it until it's too late. Alright, Benton Market. We'll go through the main entrance. That's if we can get past the motorbike that's parked on the other side of this car. Alright, here we are. Cho Ban Tan. Actually, I really messed that up. It's Cho Ben Tan in Vietnamese. A good amount of the market is closing down already. This is the market where you'll infamously see videos on YouTube of people trying to bargain and trying to get the prices down as much as they can. Yeah, you see, there's a lot of vendors that are closed up right now. Only really these vendors here through the center are open because they get the most foot traffic. DSD record says in New York City, as long as you spend $34 on subway MTA, the rest of the week is free. 7 days, not calendar week, remember that. It's also a rolling 7 days. The clock doesn't reset just because you didn't hit the cap for that 7-day period. Say you only rode the subway on Monday and you didn't ride the subway again until Thursday, and you tapped in to ride the subway on Thursday, but then you continue riding the subway for the following 7 days. Well, you'll get charged for that first 7-day period, and the fare cap is from Monday, not from Thursday. That's the sneaky thing about the 7-day fare cap. Remember that. It's better to use a different card if you want to reset the fare cap period. North gate of Benton Market here. Even past the Benton Market, it feels like Las Vegas with all these bright lights. One thing that's bad about this is out of the north gate of Benton Market, there's no pedestrian light. So you really have to be careful. Even though traffic only comes one way, this is where you really test your road crossing skills. You either wait here forever or you be brave and cross the street. Like now. Now's a good time to cross the street. We've got two well-known establishments on this block. One here is Pizza 4Ps. They have really good Japanese-inspired Italian food. Their pizza is amazing. But I don't think this location in particular is the best of the Pizza 4Ps. I still think the best one is the original. And here you gotta be careful because there's traffic coming and going and the sidewalk is used. That could have been messy too. So here is District K. This is the hottest nightclub in Saigon. District K. So if you're into nightlife, that's a good spot to go to. I've read some Google reviews though, I haven't been in there, but the prices there are expensive for Vietnam standards, but it caters to the tourists who comes here and like they want to experience, you know, clubbing and stuff and to see acrobatics and shows. Let's go this way. Garbage truck wants to move. There's a lot of hotels around this area. Also plenty of massage places and spas too. Jerry says honking capital after New York. Morse code is aka get out of your way. Sometimes it means that here. Sometimes it actually means I'm here. Just letting the person in front of you know that you're behind them. Hey, look at this. We have the Chinese tea brand Cha Ji here. That's a newcomer here in Saigon. The first time I had Cha Ji was in China. The drinks are really good and it's inexpensive. I actually don't need a massage right now. I just got one in the afternoon. A really good one, actually. She knew how to massage my foot and get some of the swollenness down. Many of you don't know, I broke my foot last year and it's still affecting me now over a year later. My massage therapist knows how to bring out some of the swelling that's in there. Every time I go back, it feels a little bit better. Yeah, Cha Ji has a few locations in the LA area, according to Google Maps. I saw that too. There's a lot of Chinese tea brands that are opening up in the US. Another big one that's opening up is Luckin Coffee. And I believe Auntie Jenny is opening up too. Yeah, Haiti and NYC. I noticed that too, Kevin. There's so many bubble tea chains now. It's hard to keep track of them all. And over here we have a roundabout that's kind of chaotic. You look at it, traffic's always coming and going. I think it kind of resembles Times Square in a bit with all the bustle. Jerry says he would be like that when crossing the streets, especially this one. This one doesn't have any like pedestrian lights. They do have traffic lights though that stop the traffic, but it may be challenging if you don't know what to look for. Look at the order here. It's like one wave of people go through, they wait, and then they go. It's not like where I'm from in the US, where traffic in the traffic circle or the roundabout gets the right of way. Here it's kind of like you just have to go with it and use your best instincts. I don't know how to describe it, but that's the way it is. I don't know if I'd be comfortable riding a motorbike in Vietnam though. To me, it feels like the hassle is more than the pros. Especially when you can get motorbike taxis pretty easily with an app. Oh, although I will say that if it's raining, especially if it's raining hard, you may have to wait a while for a taxi. I've had it before where nobody picked me up and I was left on my own. Also, if they do pick you up in the rain, it's going to be more expensive. They have surge pricing in the apps. Petrolimex. Let's see how much it costs for petrol or gasoline here. Oh, they're letting me go. Nice driver. So I don't know how to do the math on this, but if anybody wants to, be my guest. And I don't even understand all the grades of gasoline or petrol here either in Vietnam. but we have 21.100 for 95B, 20.220 for E10-3 or E10-III, and then 19.130 for DO-V. I don't know what the heck those grades are, but that's the prices for gasoline. And I would assume that the top is 21,100 for 1 liter. Usually liters is what they use in most countries for the gasoline. Actually, I might be able to ask ChatGPT. Why don't we do that? ChatGPT. How much is this gas in Vietnam if the price was 21,100 dong per liter? Wait, how much is this gas in American measurements from a gas station in Vietnam? See what ChatGPT says. Alright, good. $3.15 per gallon. There it is. You gotta use volume conversion first. 1 liter equals 0.264172 US gallons. Price per liter per gallon in Vietnam dong. Use that formula. Divide by that per gallon. Then the exchange rate. Actually, this exchange rate is wrong. It should be like 26,000 dong at least. So it's less than what they say. Yeah, the exchange rate right now, mid-market rate, 26,428 dong for $1 US. Hey, I might use ChatGPT more for complicated math problems like that. I think you just have to use the updated exchange rate instead of the 25,000 and something that they gave us, and you'll have a more accurate price. The popular Pho Vietnam, Michelin selected. This place is amazing. That place is popular with the tourists. This spot here is popular with the locals. You know, because you have these small stools, and this is where they're all sitting on. A lot of the visitors to Vietnam, they can't sit on these chairs. It's too small for them. Yeah, John, you could do that too. I'm just showing an example. Now to cross the street for real. How I'm gonna cross this freaking street, man? Traffic doesn't stop. WTF, man? What is this? What is this? Cannot cross at all. Woo! Help! These people are doing it. Ah! Ah! What do I do? Ah! What do I do? I'm just gonna wait till like 2 a.m. when there's nobody on the road, and that's when I could cross. Let's cross now. There's a big gap. Easy. Woo! Now we go this way. See? Not that bad. You just gotta wait until it gets a little bit more quiet. You don't know how to cross at the busiest time. Oh man. All right. I think now that my nerves are gone or gone down after crossing the street, now's a good time for me to wrap this video up. Or wind this live stream down. Maybe we'll get a good glance of Thanh Market and I'll sign you off. It is over there. Okay, folks, I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. We didn't get hit by a motorbike today, so we are good. Hit that like button for me, subscribe, and I will see you around next time. Bye everyone, take care, see ya.